I love reading the book of Vayikra, the book of Leviticus, because it brings me into a place and discusses topics which at the surface have nothing to do with my life, but when I analyze the text a little bit deeper, I find that there are lessons that actually transform the way I think and speak and do. Shabbat Shalom. In this week's video, or this week's parsha of Parshat Metzora, we are introduced to the purification process of the leper. And then the Torah tells us the story about what happens when you actually see the marks. It appears to you that there are this condition called Tzaraat. But when you come to the Kohein, the person who's the expert, to describe what you have seen, the Torah makes it very clear that you have to respond by the words kanega nireli. It's like a mark, a blemish, a spot. Why can't we say it is a spot? Why do we say it is like a spot? And herein lies an incredible insight. When we see the spot, we are quick to judge and assume that this is indeed a nega. And I'm going to have to go through all the processes and the purifications and the quarantining that has to take place. But am I sure? I think so, but I'm not sure. Therefore, the Torah says, kanega. Don't make an assumption. Don't judge for yourself. Don't decide. Seek out the advice of the expert, because possibly what you're thinking is a nega, a blemish, may just be a spot, which is no problem whatsoever. So before you self-judge and self-criticize, think about, get it checked out with an expert, someone who has the experience. And I love this idea because it's something that we can apply to our own lives. We are always so quick to criticize ourselves, to talk ourselves down, to find the supposed blemishes within our own psyche, our own selves, our own behavior, our marks, whatever it is. Kanega, remember to say the words kanega. It appears to me like a problem. But until I have confirmation, I will reserve judgment. And the Torah tells us that when we reserve judgment, when we seek out advice from another person, someone who might have a slightly different perspective on how the situation is, it may be that it's not as bad as we first assumed. So when it comes to situations in one's life, don't be too quick to think about the disaster or the problems or the pitfalls. Let's find that person, the Kohein in our lives, that we can go to them for advice and say to them, kanega nireli, it looks like I have a problem. But before I get caught up into it, let me get advice. Quite often, the fear of the event is worse than the event itself. Like a nega, but maybe not a nega. Shabbat Shalom. Hi, this is Rabbi Lewin. If you've enjoyed the content of the sermons and the ideas that have been expressed in the YouTube video, please hit that first subscription button and notification bell and share the videos with friends. We'd love to grow the channel and love to engage with you. Please share your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing day.